difficult to work with. We're also missing shadows. We'll fix that later on. So what if, all right, let me just save all. Let me save all here. And roundabout, can I duplicate? Select all descendants. And duplicate. It doesn't duplicate in the exact same place. Duplicate new folder roundabout 2. Can I move this out of roundabout 1? Is what I want to know. No, dude, just move it. No, just move it out of there. How do I move it out of that folder? How do I? Actor, folder, subfolders. I don't want to create a subfolder, dude. How do I? How do I put it there? Cannot attach folders to actors. Move to render. I don't want to move the render FX. How do I move it out? But like, oh, can I just move it into the world? Why don't I just move it into the world? Move to root. Oh, okay, there you go. Move to root. Alright, it's in root. Roundabout 2 is now in root. Alright, good. So roundabout 2, let's say we scale to, we can't scale to world. Oh, this is interesting. I mean, it's not really what I want to do, but it's so interesting. That's really not what I want to do. I need like a dummy actor. Somewhere in the middle here is what I need. Alright, let me... basic empty actor. Let me just put an empty actor somewhere in the middle here like this. Right? And then we select roundabout 2. Is it selected or is it not selected? Select all descendants. And then we also select the actor. And then we scale around this thing. No more roundabout. Fascinating. So is it actually smaller? Is it small enough is the question. I suspect it's not small enough. Also, this is multiple, really? That's the weirdest thing. Multiple values. Wow. Wait, the scale... Oh, wait. What if we exclude the actor? 10. Alright. Now we add that. Multiple values. What if we go like 5 and 5? No more roundabout discussion. Is this more of what I want? Or is 5 too small? What if we go 7? So we want like a smaller, no more roundabout discussion on the inside. Right? So, man, this is complicated. Let me just use this no. And where's the O gone? Oh, no. And it's inverted too, like on the inside one. More, because you don't want people to read things backwards. So you want them to recognize that it is inverted, so don't get confused. M-O. I suspect this is the wrong size, but maybe this is fine actually. N-O-R. E. And then round. R-O. U. N. And D. Well, it's surprisingly, I mean, I scaled it by eye, right? I didn't actually know if this is the right scale. But it looks fairly good. Like the scale seems to fit quite well. I just guesstimated. R-U-N-D round. I mean, it's not quite perfect, but I feel like it's good enough. A. And we do want the inside to be slightly longer than the outside too, because at the end, you want to like end about here, and then you go off into the exclamation mark. A, B. So if this is, longer, the inside is longer than the outside one, it's actually good if that's the case. A, B. Maybe the B should be flat. Oh, I mean, it doesn't quite fit either way. A, B, O. And then U. T. D I S C, if I can get the C instead of the post, there you go, the post process volume, C U S S I O um alright, that's probably better. I O and then N. It fits surprisingly well. It fits surprisingly well. No more roundabout discussion. And then it's mirrored on the other side. Mirror. No more roundabout discussion. Right? Right? You see it? Yeah, you see it? Cool. Cool. We don't need this anymore. Delete. Alright, good. No more roundabout discussion. So is that it for that? I think it is. Alright, let me save this. And then we move select all descendants. And then select all descendants for both of them. And then we select this. And then we go... Wait a minute. Is that correct? Alright, that's correct. So now the whole thing is in place. Isn't this interesting? Let me just rotate it that way. And if we go play, no. So imagine if we don't, we can't move backwards. So we got no more roundabout, and we can't move through it. So these are walls basically. More roundabout discussion. when we get to here, we have to drop off onto the exclamation mark. Hey, this is cool. And I'm just gonna check the collision to make sure I can't fall off that way. Yeah, no, all of this is solid. What happened there? Wait. Oh, wait, the collision box on the other. Okay, the other letter. All right. So let me get out of there. This one. Can I use collision override? This needs to be collision. Collision presets. No collision. Let's go no collision on this thing. Can step up onto this component. No. Because the other yeah, so the collision on the other thing is alright, but now there's no collision on it, so we can scrub our face along these letters here. Because before the collision on the other letter was pushing me back. Alright. Hey, good to test this stuff. Isn't it cool? Isn't this cool? We can like test while we're working on this. No more roundabouts. Did I just walk onto a thing here? Roundabout discussion. Yeah, you can walk onto some of the geometry a little bit. Roundabout discussion. There's also no hole in the middle, but if we come over to the side here, we do fall off. Yeah, we do fall off like that. Alright, great. No more roundabout discussion. Now, the question is, I've been working on this for an hour, which is pretty decent. Now we need to put an exclamation mark underneath this, and then continue down. Also, am I building on preview quality? Not, am I? Let me just, yeah, switch this down to preview. Hey, look at those shadows, am I right? Although I probably should turn up the resolution on most of these letters. Probably should turn up the resolution on the light map thing. Okay. Alright, so let's save current. And back to alphabet soup. We need exclamation mark. Punctuation, exclamation, okay, here. And we needed like a huge one. So, punctuation, exclamation mark. Let me just close that up now. Exclamation mark. Scale. What size were these? 100. If I make this 100 and 100. Conceptually, I like it. Functionally, I'm not sure. Let's make this bigger. Let's make this 200. Conceptually, I like it. Functionally, the exclamation mark is not a very good thing to walk on. And in fact, I might not have it. So let me just move this into place. First of all, if I can zoom out all of these views. So let's say we rotate this. How steep can we be before we like start rolling off without walking? I mean, that seems reasonable. We just need to move this across a little bit. And we can maybe like move that forward. What's going on? Forward a little bit. So, what's that like? Where's my M gray? Or is it light gray? M light gray. There you go. Now we want the exclamation to be on the top side, not the bottom side like this. I remember now. We're gonna walk on letters. We want this to be more like that. So we don't get to see the exclamation from there. Let's keep moving that down a little bit. Right, and then the word is gonna be underneath that. So you come down here, drop off into a tunnel, and the exclamation mark is meant to like stop you from seeing what's above you until you like come out here, and then it's like B1. All right. Okay, so maybe it doesn't need to be 200. Maybe it can be 100. 100. 100. Maybe it can be 100. Or maybe like 150. Let's try that. Let's try 150. And just move this back up there. And then we're gonna move this back across a little bit. To like there. Let me check the side view again. I mean, the side view looks good. I'm not sure about this. No, it's probably good. And so then, no more roundabout discussion of what makes a good person has to go along there, right? Interesting. So we need to put of what makes a good person underneath all this. We might, I don't know if you clone the exclamation mark or not. No, we're not gonna clone the exclamation mark. What should we walk on? If we don't clone this, should I just make a big long hyphen or something for people to walk on? Or like a big long square bracket? underscore. We'll figure that out later on. Alright, for now, we are going to write the rest of the word. Okay. Save. And so let me just rotate this. It's 40, right? Yeah, rotate it until it's flat. And then we can put the phrase underneath here. No more. Okay, what was it? No more roundabout discussion of what makes a good person. So we need, if I can find it, of WH. Why are there two of them? I don't even know. WH a of what? M a K E S. What makes a good O D person? P E R S O N. I mean, the problem is that as we're down here, if you're going of what makes a good person, you can kind of see the B1 already. You can see the giant B1 on the side. How do we need to hide it? Like how much do we need to hide it? Alright, let me just grab all this. Location, this should be whatever value. -3000. Okay, where do we put it? Okay, there. Let's make it like -5000. Wait. The exclamation mark should not be included. Did I? Nuts. Undo. Alright, -3000. And then whatever height is good for us, although we can change it later. Alright, scale first. How big should this be? Let's grab all of that, but not that. Scaling. Five, 6. What I need to do is to rotate it first, I think. So if I rotate this 90 that way, and I scale, nope, object. If I scale this 7, No, bigger. 7 up to 10? Well, I guess so. Except let's just move these letters into place a bit better. So we want it to be close but not touching. Let's go like off. I mean, is that touching? A little bit. Oh, what? I mean, there's kerning issues, but not that concerned about kerning at this point in time. Kerning is the spacing between letters to make things look good, but I'm more concerned about making the bounding boxes work. What makes a good Also, this should be underneath the exclamation mark, not above it. P-E-R S O N of what makes a good person. Isn't that cool? Alright, so this is fine. Of what makes a good person? What's good? Yep. Alright. So all of that, let me just group not the sky sphere blueprint. In fact, has the sky sphere blueprint been moved? It probably has. Let's go good person 1. What makes a good person B1? Sky sphere blueprint. Should this not be 0 and 0? Like, where exactly is the sky sphere blueprint? Yeah, shouldn't this be like 0 and 0? I think it should. Anyway, there you go, sky sphere. Of what makes a good person? Good person 1. Select all descendants. We're gonna make this light gray for now at least. Light gray, and we're gonna move this to there and underneath. of what makes a good person, like that, and to one side. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. What makes a good person? How interesting. All right, good. Um, so we wanna clone or duplicate. Edit. Can I duplicate the folder? Can I? No, I can't. That's right. Select all descendants. Duplicate, and we'll. I don't know why duplicate moves it slightly instead of duplicating it in place. Anyway, so we're going to duplicate that to that side, approximately there, and we're going to make that good person 2 move to root. Alright, good person 1, good person 2 of what makes a good person. Isn't that interesting? I just am not sure what we're gonna walk on. Like we have to walk on something. All right, let's just use a square bracket. Let's use a square bracket because or an underscore. I guess we can say we're gonna underline. We're gonna underline of what makes a good person because it's so important that we're gonna underline the whole thing. All right. So what on earth is going on here? So this is the underscore, and we need to rotate that by 90 that way, and then we need to move it down to like there. It's not even big enough. Let's see what's going on. So we want to make it 300? Is 300 too long? Oh, 300 is too long. 200 is probably about right. We can always just change the size of it whenever we wish. Also, let's make this light gray before we forget. Light gray. Let's try and center this a little bit. Of what makes a good person? How interesting, am I right? Of what makes a good person? And then we just drop off at the end. Let's just make this a little bit bigger. Right. Now here's the wacky part. We have to rotate this back up, and I think I've moved this a little bit, which is bad news. So let's say we take that and we select. Actually, no, let me just go select. Let me save this. Let me select those. Oops. that's the wrong one. Roundabout 2. Oh, it's not roundabout. I don't want roundabout 2. I want good person. There you go. I want select all the sentences there. Good person. And then I want to select underscore and then exclamation. And then we're going to rotate all of this up. Was it 40 degrees? Is that too steep? Also, I left behind a bunch of stuff. What's going on? Select all descendants. They are selected, right? Okay, they are selected. Underscore exclamation. Man, this seems really steep. Of what makes a good person? I'm concerned that might be too steep. Alright, let me just test this. So from here, if you just drop off. No, I mean it's steep, but it's not too steep. Of what? Did it crash? Or did we fall below the horizon or something? Wait a minute. We might have fallen below the horizon. And the game just decided to stop. Let me just play again. Yeah, so when you fall below a certain point, it just stops. And I don't know what point that is. Let me... What's happening? I guess we just move everything upwards. Let me just move everything upwards by like a lot. So we need network player start. We need hold on. Roundabout good person B1 roundabout select all descendants and then also alphabet soup network player start. Yeah, let me just move everything up. And of course I miss a whole bunch of stuff. Of course I miss a whole bunch of stuff. What is going on? What if I just select all? Or just literally select everything? And just move everything up. Maybe I should not move the sky sphere actually. Or I select all, not the sky sphere. That's probably easier actually. Just select all and then take away what you don't want. Alright, let's not move that stuff just yet. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why does it also deselect other things? Sphere reflection, atmosphere fog, skylight post-process, light source. Yeah, alright. I thought it did it last time. I swear it does the same thing last time. Alright, move those up above. So I think maybe the red line is where the level like just cuts out. We just move everything there, and then we just move the camera back up. And then let me test this again. No more roundabout discussion of what makes a good person. And then at this point we need to drop off and somehow be encouraged to look back at B1. This might not work as well as I would hope because the mirror's gonna have a hard time reflecting that. I mean, it's good. It's good up to this point. Up to this point, it's good. What happens after this? I'm not sure at all. Okay, so let me save again. It's good up to this point. Lighting is a bit iffy on this underscore though. Super iffy. I don't even know what's going on with the underscore. Oh, did I use the wrong side? Maybe I did use the wrong side. Oh, I did use the wrong side. That's why. Crap. What I want to do is that side. Okay. Which means Y needs to be. Nope, that's not it. Needs to be 10. Z needs to be maybe more like that. Maybe not quite 1,000. Let's try 500. Where's my views? Alright, let me just move that over. Probably like that. And then I need to move that back that way like that. Okay, that's better. So now I had it on the wrong side because the UV smoothing is at a very specific angle and it only works at a very specific angle and not others. So what I want to do now is have like a couple of commas to bracket this thing. Which I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Alright, so I want a comma, this, let's put that there, somewhere, there, and we're gonna make it bigger. That's rather big, maybe it's too big. Maybe it's a little too big. Although, let's try 50 and 50, right? So we got a comma there. Let me just make this bigger. And let's make this light gray for now. Material light gray. Let's rotate it around 90. So we want this giant thing to like move people down 5. So I want like a giant comma to wall off each side. And the comma is kind of like, you know, I mean the comma is not really, doesn't really make sense for there to be comma there, grammatically speaking, but that's fine. No biggie, no big deal. Let me Just shove that there. So this blocks that side, so people can't move backwards, right? So that's the first plan, is to block people from moving backwards at the very start. Except, what if I do make this thicker? 15, and then I move this. That's a thick comma is what that is. 17. So there's a giant comma blocking there, so you can only, once you get to here, you can only go this way. And the comma kind of points you this way. But if I do that, it means I want to move this across. Move all this stuff across. I can like